Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're gonna talk about Xander Zayas coming through and securing the unification fight with Abass Baraou. We're gonna talk about Hoya saying that Jaron Ennis should stay home and not pull up to the fight for Virgil Ortiz and Erickson Lubin. Jaron Ennis' response. We're going to talk about Clarissa Shields' $8 million deal that she just signed. Then, of course, we're going to get into some open boxing topics. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building thus far. If y'all could go ahead and hit the like button on the way in, that'll be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,200 mark. About to hit that 3,300 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. I already see the comments to the building, man. Y'all must have got them notifications, man. Shout out to YouTube for coming through in the clutch the one time. You feel what I'm saying? You already know the fire department out here. If you ain't day one with the motherfucking nation, oh, look, there's another one. That's two. That's how you know we about to have a fire-ass show, you hear me? Oh, man. Damn. That's how you know something's crazy going on out here. North Philly Fire Department never sleep. That's a fact. The day ones know what it is, though. Who said Mark coming to Twitch? Shit. Yeah, I mean, shout out to everybody that's in the building thus far. Dust 22 in the building. What up? J Cash, the money man. What's going on, brother? Coffee Plant. My boy. What's going on, brother? Agent 86. Terrence Smith. What up? He said, I can't wait to pull up to this Virgil fight and witness Boots press Virgil. Yo, man, at this point, Boots just need to go ahead and take that trip. You know what I mean? Go ahead, fly out to Texas, do what you got to do, press that man. And I hope Eddie Hearn somehow, some way show up with him. You fly over from the UK, Boots fly over from Philly. Let's get this shit. You got to do it now. Because De La Hoya out here pretty much, he pulling your card. I ain't going to lie. Oscar out here pulling your card, brother. We got to do something about it. But we definitely going to get into that dank father. What up? Hey, man, Terrence Smith, I already said what's up to you. What's going on, brother? Listen, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say this to the nation, man. We got 12 people in here. Terrence Smith said De La Hoya and Robert Garcia talking crazy. I mean, they both part of Virgil Ortiz's team, so they supposed to. Let's just keep it 1,000. But check this out. I just want to say salute to everybody that's a part of the channel. Shout out to everybody that contributes in the comments, the super chats, the likes, the shares, the people that just drop in once in a while and leave their positive thoughts. I mean, shout out to the nation. I genuinely believe that we got one of the most knowledgeable, if not the most knowledgeable chat in the boxing community. I genuinely believe that. Do I have the biggest chat? Nah. Do I have the biggest channel? Absolutely not. We still a small channel, you feel what I'm saying? But, you know, this is a situation where quality is a lot better than quantity. You feel what I mean? And, man, I was on somebody else's channel, you know, not too long ago. And, bro, the L takes that was on that channel, the panel that was on that channel, bro, going live just talking about boxing, I'm like, bro, it had to be like the most casual boxing conversations I've ever heard. Like, no knowledge whatsoever, a lot of emotional talking points, and no facts or, you know, like logic included. Like, the shit was crazy, man. So I'm just so grateful. This is a good day for Go 787. His boy about to attempt to unify the division. Shout out to my boy Go 787. We got to talk about that. Like, that had to be the worst panel I've ever seen, which is crazy because I done see some horrible panels, bro. This was like trash. J Cash, you in the group chat. I'm gonna tell you later. Shit was crazy. But anyways, let's get into the boxing news, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Yeah, I mean, Coffee Plant, I already know what I'm on. Yeah, I mean, let me go ahead and do this. Yeah, I already know what I'm on. You feel me? Yes, sir. Stop motion MMA. What up, brother? I ain't see you in a minute. How you feeling? When you saying frequency, know what he talking about. What is you talking about? Poi Pounder, whatever your name is. What is you talking about? Sub only mode, absolutely. I don't know what Poi Pounder talking about. But I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say. But what I'm saying, oh, I didn't even say that. First of all, I didn't even say that Frequency knew what he was talking about. I said he made the most sense out of everybody else that was talking. That's what I said. So don't be putting words in my mouth. If you're gonna say I said some shit, you know what I mean? Come correct. Yeah, he was the only one making sense, or at least close to making sense. Everybody else over there ain't know what the fuck they was talking about. And you spelled sense wrong. That's what I said. I was just gonna not mention shit, but motherfuckers ain't about to be pulling my card neither. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Yeah, I mean, I was gonna keep it low key, but you try. Yeah, I mean, go ahead, we can talk about it. I just know that they wouldn't survive on this panel. That's all I know. On this panel, they wouldn't survive. Not one of them will survive. Not one. Niggas' graves getting dug early. That's all I know. But, man, let's get into the boxing news, shall we? Because that's actually what's important, not another motherfucking channel or these bum-ass takes they be having over there. You feel what I mean? Let's get into the real, man. Puerto Rico, we got some good shit going on, man. Shout out to my Puerto Rican brothers and sisters out there. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Go787. He's a huge Xander Zayas fan. And, man, you know, Xander Zayas made it happen, bro. I mean, I told y'all already, just based off how the way Xander Zayas is talking on social media, you could tell that things were on the up in terms of the negotiations between Zayas and, you know, Abass Baraou. You feel what I'm saying? Abass Baraou, who actually did an interview not too long ago. And he said that he had some options in front of him. But, you know, it seemed like he was gravitating more towards the deal that Top Rank and Xander Zayas and was able to give him. You know what I mean? So with that being taken into consideration, man, they actually were able to come up with an agreement, according to Mike Coppinger over at the Ring Magazine. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike Coppinger for putting this article together. We're going to go ahead and read through this. And let's just get to it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a picture of Xander Zayas right there, I think, in his last fight against Jorge Garcia Perez. I believe that's his name. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Xander Zayas and Abass Baraou have agreed to a deal for a junior middleweight title unification January 31st at the Coliseo de Puerto Rico. So the Puerto Rican Coliseum in San Juan, sources told the Ring on Thursday. Zayas will defend his WBO title. Baraou will risk his WBA title. I mean, that means they're both defending their titles, right? It will be the first defense for each fighter. Zayas is the Ring's number 6 boxer at 154 pounds, while Baraou is number 10. So 2 top 10 guys facing each other for unification at 154. Don't get much better than that. For Zayas, it should be a dream scenario, a homecoming title defense on an island where he grew up. Okay. Zayas was born in Puerto Rico. He moved to Florida when he was 11, where he still resides and trains. Now 23, the Rising Star will look to unify titles in the stacked junior middleweight division. He won his vacant title in unanimous decision over Jorge Garcia. In New York, Germany's Baraou won his belt in a major upset decision victory over Johannes Tellez in August on Orlando. Okay. So that's pretty much, the gist of what's going on right now. Shit, Xander Zayas versus Abass Baraou in San Juan, January 31st. First, I want to say, man, shout out to Top Rank and Xander Zayas for coming together to make an absolute power move in one of the most stacked divisions in the sport of boxing. The fact that Xander Zayas is able to gain a world title and his next fight actually be able to unify the division, where we got top names like Virgil Ortiz, Jaron Ennis, Bakram Murtazaliev, Sebastian Fundora, Keith Thurman, Jermell Charlo, Erickson Lubin. There's a lot of top guys in the 154-pound division, and their intentions, I'm sure, is to get all of the titles or at least become world champion. So the fact that Xander Zayas has put himself in a position where, he could actually unify the division within 2 fights, that's very impressive. This man hasn't even had a title defense yet to prove like his legitimacy in the weight class. But he's going to be doing his first title defense with the possibility of gaining another major world title in the division. And I'm going to keep it real. For those of y'all, and I had this conversation earlier in my group chat, man, shout out to the boy Slime. He was saying how, he still thinks that Xander Zayas is the weakest link in the division. And I'm going to tell y'all this. If he becomes unified, that shit that goes out of the window, man. You know what I mean? Like, can you, and let's really think about this objectively here, y'all. Can you honestly be, I guess it's possible, but you definitely going to have to put some respect on his name as a champion. You feel what I'm saying? Because since Jermell Charlo, there hasn't been a unified champion, outside of Sebastian Fundora. So Sebastian Fundora was a unified champ. He fumbled that. Xander Zayas wanted to fight the man. Fundora vacated just so he could go ahead and do a rematch with Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? So what did Xander Zayas do? The next best option, which was fight for the vacant title. He was able to get that over Jorge Garcia. Now he's about to fight Abass Baraou, just like the Ring Magazine article said. Just defeated Johannes Tellez, who was a WBA regular champ at the time. Since then, Abass has elevated. You feel what I mean? So it's like, you got to put some respect on Xander Zayas' name. And I'm going to tell y'all this. If he unifies the division, he becomes that guy in the division. Like, am I saying that Xander Zayas will be the am I saying that he's the best guy in the division? No, but I tell you this, he becomes unified, he becomes the guy in the division. There's a difference. You could not be the best guy, but still be the guy of the division. You feel what I'm saying? So great fucking move for Xander Zayas. I was telling Eddie Hearn on here, I'm like, yo, y'all need to go ahead and get this man Abass Baraou the bag, because how the way it's looking right now, look like Xander Zayas and got a head start. They seen Abass Baraou, they seen the style that he had. They knew that he had the style that could be beneficial for somebody like Xander Zayas. Styles make fights. They seen, Top ranking them. They not dumb. They're not dumb. They know, with all of the experience that these guys have with matchmaking, they know what a hurt Xander Zayas. They know what a benefit Xander Zayas. And Abass Baraou, he put belt to ass. The motherfucker could fight. The pressure, the inside game, the volume, like this is a dangerous guy. But at the same time, this is somebody who Xander Zayas could benefit a lot from stylistically. He's going to leave a lot of openings. He's going to be there for Xander Zayas to get off on. Xander Zayas may very well be the superior boxer. He has great conditioning. You know what I mean? So he definitely has what it takes to beat Abass Baraou. You feel what I mean? To become unified. What does that do for Top Rank if they get a unified champion? They're going to – if Xander Zayas becomes unified in Puerto Rico, he becomes one of them top guys in Puerto Rico. And they love Puerto Rican fighters. Top Rank loves Puerto Rican fighters because they know that their country backs them. If what they're trying to do right now is get this young kid Xander Zayas to get that backing from Puerto Rico, because once he's able to get that huge fan base over in Puerto Rico, they're going to cash out. They did it with Miguel Cotto. They tried to do it with Felix Verdejo. They tried to do it with Christopher Diaz. All of these guys have fumbled outside of Miguel Cotto. They're trying to replicate that. You know what I'm saying? So I like what they're doing, man. This is a great move for Xander Zayas. I know he's excited. You feel what I mean? I seen him in the gym. He said, day one of camp and stuff like that. He was dancing and all that. And I'm like, okay, if camp started, that means you got something lined up. Then this dude, puts together put together like an Instagram post. He was like, I can't wait to, put this announcement out there for y'all to know. And I'm like, okay, so the fight is done. There's rumors going around that he was, negotiating with Abass. Baraou confirmed it in his latest interview. They able to get the fight done. I was hoping Jaron Ennis was able to fumble that fight away, or Eddie Hearn was able to fumble that fight from Xander Zayas, but it didn't turn out that way. So it is what it is. That definitely limits Jaron Ennis's options if he's not able to get Virgil Ortiz next. Because if he doesn't get Virgil Ortiz next, it should be a world title shot. Bakr Murtazaliev caught up with Josh Kelly. That's going to be promoted by Eddie Hearn. So maybe Eddie Hearn could, get the winner of that guy to face Jaron Ennis at the, next. That's a possibility. Virgil Ortiz may very well be available, but he might look in a different direction. It's not guaranteed that he fights Jaron Ennis next. Even if Jaron Ennis signed his part in saying that he's willing to fight Virgil Ortiz next, that does not solidify or confirm a fight being next for both of those guys. It doesn't. Virgil Ortiz and them already said, yo, what did they sign? Like, we didn't sign anything. So there's nothing concrete between those two guys. You feel what I'm saying? And Boost options just got smaller because it looks like Xander Zayas is, he was able to jump on that opportunity. You feel me? So even though this dude, Jaron Ennis may be the WBA interim champion, I believe you would call it, he won't be next in line for the WBA world title. It looks like Xander Zayas was able to solidify that. So smart move on Xander's part. If he's able to unify, that'll make his stock even crazier in Puerto Rico, make his stock bigger in boxing overall, and he will end up becoming that guy of the division. I'm sorry, that's just how it looks. That's just how the way the cookie gonna crumble. What really makes you stand out from the rest of your peers in the weight division is either you beating the best competition or you having the majority of the belts. It is what it is. So I'm happy for Xander Zayas. Shit, the end of January. Shit, let me see what that fall on. There's some good fights for Puerto Rico out in January. You got Subriel Matias fighting in New York on January 10th. Then, hold on. It looks like that's on a 5th weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I don't have my son that weekend, y'all. Let me find out I got to take a weekend trip to Puerto Rico. Let me find out I got to take a weekend trip from Puerto Rico. Let me find out I got to take a weekend trip to Puerto Rico. Don't make me do it, because I will. Let me find out. Because either I'm going to New York to see Subriel fight Dalton Smith, I'm going to go see Xander Zayas in Puerto Rico in San Juan for sure. Keep playing with me. I might make it happen. Shout out to the 32 people that's in the building. Y'all go ahead and hit the likes. Mr. Big Play Bray says, I think Virgil going to have a long night Saturday. He might. I think Erickson Lubin understands this may be his last opportunity for a world title, bro, or getting anywhere near a title. He fought Sebastian Fundora in a final title eliminator. He came up short. He fought Jermell Charlo, who was the man of the division at the time. He came up short. You know what I mean? In my opinion, the Ardell Holmes fight wasn't impressive at all. I mean, you beat him, you stopped him, but really wasn't that impressive of a performance. So now it's like, yo, all right, you fighting a top contender at 154 pounds. You fighting him in his hometown. You fighting him on his promotion. This is make or break. So Lubin just got to be sharp, man. He can't fall off his focus. He can't trade fire with fire. Can't sit in the pocket with this dude. You need to put on a brilliant display of boxing. You cannot allow Virgil Ortiz to, have any type of moments in the fight, or at least have his style settle into the fight. Because the moment that you sit in the pocket and start getting brave with this dude, because Lubin does have that tendency. Like, he'll start off boxing and stuff like that. Then he get a little macho in there. And it's cool to have that macho. It's good to know that you have that. It's good to know you had that dog. But it's, in boxing, especially at a high level, you got to know when to turn that on and turn that off. You got to learn at a high level to turn your macho off and turn your brain on. You know what I mean? Because you know how they say, the strong survive. Well, in boxing, the smartest survives. That's why Floyd Mayweather was like, yo, like, I ain't punched the hardest. You know what I mean? I wasn't the fast, but I was the smartest one. That's what made him stand out for the rest. So Erickson Lubin definitely need to take that into consideration. And if he's able to do so and he stays focused throughout the fight, puts on a great display of boxing, he might pull off the upset. But the moment that, he tries to try to fight fire with Virgil, it's gonna be the same old story with Lubin. So I hope he puts on a great fight. If he gets the victory, much kudos to him. That's a great victory. But based off of like his previous fights and just seeing like certain tendencies that he has, I think he's just gonna start off well. Probably the first 6 rounds will be pretty solid for Lubin. Probably be leading in the scorecards, but I do see Virgil getting to him. And I think Erickson Lubin the type dude that he like when the fight break out. He talking about prepare for a war and all that. I don't think he bullshitting. Stop motion MMA said Holmes was scared to death and barely threw punches. I mean, but Lubin, man, he took forever. Like that was way too like. It just wasn't an impressive performance. That's just me. R3 said, do you think the Ring Magazine belt should be on the line or too soon? Not for Virgil and Lubin. Because I could have sworn like the Ring Magazine is on the line with like the number 1 and the number 2 guy fight each other. That's what I thought. You know what I mean? But Lubin, he's a top ranked contender in the 154 division. But I don't know if that's the fight. Well, I'll tell you what. If Fundora and Virgil were to fight each other, you should put the Ring Magazine up. You know what I mean? Because, Fundora, he's a champion. Virgil, should have been fighting for a world title, to be honest. If them 2 guys end up fighting each other, Mexican-American versus Mexican-American, they're able to do that shit in Vegas or Cali or something like that, even if they get it in Texas. That I would definitely put the Ring Magazine on the line for that fight. Oh, you was referring to Xander versus Baraou. I mean, I like it. But I think that according to Ring Magazine, they got Xander ranked number 6 and Baraou at number 10. So most likely not. Most likely not, because neither one of them are like in the top 3, not even top 5. So probably not, but I'll tell you what, it's the more meaningful fight between. It's the most meaningful fight that's going on right now at 154. Just keep it honest. Like Fundora's supposed to, follow through with Thurman, Virgil Lubin. It's like neither one of those fights are unification fights. They're not. Xander versus Baraou is a unification fight. These are 2 champions. Regardless of how the way they got their belts, they got them. That's another thing we got to stop doing, y'all. It's like with the new era of boxing, man. That's just what they doing. They giving. I guess these sanctioning bodies don't really want to wait around it and have these guys fight for their belts, man. It's just like the way that the rulers are set up. If you're the interim champ, you know what I mean, and the guy who has the full status belt, he gives it up or whatever the case is. They elevate the interim champ to the full status champ. You know what I mean? We got to stop criticizing boxers for what these sanctioning bodies' rulings are. If these sanctioning bodies hand them the belt, are they supposed to turn it down? Or are they going to accept the belt with intentions on defending the belt? That's like the only realistic thing that you can do at this point in time. Like, we need to let go of this email chip shit. You know what I mean? Like, they work to get in that position. The sanctioning bodies have their rulings. They following through with their policies. And all these champions got to do is just follow through with, now you got to prove yourself. All right, you got the belt, you got the rock. What you gonna do now? Fundora said he only messing with the WBC from now on. For real? Well, that just sounds like it. How could you support a fighter? Because all that tells me is that you don't want to fight the other champions. That's what that tells me. Are you mad at the WBO for them enforcing a mandatory on you? Because guess what? The WBC is going to end up doing that with you as well. Unless, you know what I mean, the WBC feel like kissing your ass and start feeling like like you above mandatories. Fundora really showed who he was before he became world champ, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. He had us for a minute when he was fighting all these guys. I was like, okay, look at Fundora taking on these challenges. And now that he got the rock, he ain't trying to pass that motherfucker, boy. That nigga being a ball hog for sure. An absolute ball hog. Yeah, Fundora. I think it's his team for real. I think it's his team just trying to, keep that belt with him for as long as they can. But like I said, your team is a representation of you. You don't need to have them motherfuckers around you. That's who you choose to represent you. So let's say you hire a promoter who, you pay out your pocket, because that's what they do at the end of the day. The promoter works for you. And, the promoter's turning out every big fight that's in sight. And, they calling you you deserve that, because you're allowing your team to paint that picture of you. You feel what I mean? So it is what it is. Blood think he Canelo. Well, the thing about, Canelo definitely be ducking, and he had a history of ducking. But, and I ain't one of those dudes that feel like, oh, he proved himself. He ain't got it. No. I think as long as you got a title, you got to prove yourself. It ain't he don't got to prove himself anymore. If you are a champion, you never prove enough, in my opinion. His sister is more of a man than him. Crazy. Shout out to Gabriella, though. She doing her thing. I see her. Yeah, man. Bella Faith in the building. Yo, Bella, I know you was there. I couldn't believe they was talking to you like that, Bella. You ain't deserve that. You ain't deserve that, how the way they was talking to you over there. That was disgusting. You know what I mean? That's cool, though, because Bella always will be cool over here. You know what I mean? Bella get respect over here. Fuck out of here. That was some sucker shit. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, they was talking in another chat. They was talking crazy about Bella and shit like that. You know what I mean? She ain't even saying nothing disrespectful. But that's what motherfuckers do. Slime said, Bella Faith, my aunt. This nigga's stupid. But anyways, Bella says, Lubin setting up his punches with the jab. He's a boxer puncher who I think could pull this off if he stays disciplined with the jab. If Virgil will try to make this a firefight for sure, I think he's going to, besides the jab, that's a great comment, Bella, but I think he's also going to have to utilize his footwork. I think he's going to definitely need some side-to-side movement, you know what I mean, to get Virgil out of position. You know what I mean? When I'm watching a lot of his, offensive, highlights and things like that, when I'm watching him move his hands, a lot of it's when his feet are settled. You know what I mean? When I see Virgil, it's not many times where I'm seeing him create offense, while moving his feet. You know what I mean? So if he's not sitting down, you know what I mean, I don't think his punches are as crazy. You know, I don't think he really gets his offense off without his feet being, settled. So I think Lubin's gonna definitely have to use some side to side movement and just throw off his rhythm. Well, not throw off his rhythm, but throw off his, momentum. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, for sure. So great comment by Bella. You know, Lubin definitely has a chance. You know, I'm not one of them dudes that's coming on here acting like, Lubin gonna get smoked or this ain't competitive. No, I think that'd be foolish. That'd be a foolish approach to take. That'd be an extremely foolish. Yo, Bella shot the fuck out. Slime, I always wanted a fat nephew. Yo, Slime, you gonna have to sit this live out, bro. I know she ain't just say that. Slime, you gotta sit this one out, brother. The the fat nephew role? It's fucking insane. Anonymous says Lubin should be trying to control the fight with his lead hand. Of course, of course. But the thing about Virgil is I think he's an intelligent enough fighter where you're gonna have to be a bit unpredictable with your jab. I think you're gonna have to variate that. Because I feel like if you put out the same jab or you know, you just be if you have a level of predictability with your jab, Virgil's gonna pick that off. He's gonna have some type of answer for it. He might not have it right away, but eventually he might make an adjustment, especially with Robert Garcia in his corner. They're gonna tell him how to neutralize that. So, Lubin's gonna have to definitely be unpredictable with his jab. For sure. You gotta keep throwing off. You gotta keep Virgil turning. You gotta keep him off balance. You gotta keep his mind turning as well. Just not just his body, not just his feet, but his mind as well. You gotta have Virgil confused in there, you know, not really knowing what to expect. That's the type of time that Erickson Lubin has to be on. Yeah, Sarah says Lubin can win by staying disciplined behind his jab, keeping the fight at mid range, using movement to avoid Ortiz's power shots, and clinching inside to smother Ortiz relentless pressure. Luke, no, but I'm gonna add to that, y'all, sir, because that's a great take to have as well. Um, Mid range, Virgil's very dangerous at mid range too. You know what I'm saying? When I was watching that Mazuma fight, when he was sneaking in like those little sneaky body shots, a lot of that shit was from mid range. Um, Virgil let them bitches go at mid range, so I think he's gonna have to vary between mid and long range. To be honest with you, I don't even want to see Erickson Lubin at close range with Virgil. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that. I think that's when the body starts getting punched on, and if Erickson Lubin loses his legs, that could be a really bad thing. You need your legs. If you're Lubin, you need your legs for Virgil. You do. But solid take. Shout out to the boy Yasser. And that's why I fuck with this. That's why I fuck with my chat, man, because we know boxing over here. We know boxing. We had to ban a lot of motherfuckers to get the chat right, but the chat is doing this thing. The chat is chatting, my niggas. Come on, man. R3 says, how do you think Lubin should start the fight? What does Lubin need to do in the first 3 to 4 rounds? Because those rounds will be crucial. Great question. Like I said, I just think that Erickson Lubin needs to be sharp. You know what I mean? What do I mean by that? I think he needs to be, getting his jab off early. What you want to do, you want to get Virgil Ortiz frustrated. Virgil Ortiz is a very emotional fighter. You don't want Virgil in a calm state of mind, in my opinion, because I feel like when you're in a calm state of mind, that's when you're at your sharpest. You don't really want Virgil there. You want to frustrate Virgil. Because when Virgil, based off of what I've seen, when he gets frustrated, he pretty much abandons his focus. He abandons whatever game plan his coach is doing. And he's just loading up on big bombs, just trying to clip you. If I'm lying, just let me know if I'm lying. I seen it in the Bohachuk fight. You know what I mean? He had some success when he was boxing. And then, Bohachuk will hit him with some good shots, and then he'll abandon it and get right back to just trying to slug it out. You want to get Virgil in that mind frame, because once he gets in that mind frame and he starts loading up on those big shots, Erickson Lubin, being the boxer that he is, he can make him miss those shots and make him pay for those shots. That's where Erickson Lubin should be looking to do. That's what Erickson Lubin should be looking to do with Virgil Ortiz. Keep a sharp jab on him. You know what I mean? Don't allow Virgil Ortiz to set his feet. When you see that he's about to set his feet, get your side-to-side movement on, man. Get him a bit off balance. If he ends up getting you on the rope somehow, you definitely got to tie him up. And if you can, try to keep the fight in the center of the ring, man. Try to keep him behind your punches. Virgil Ortiz definitely a crash out. He is. He's a very emotional fighter. He might not be emotional in press conferences or interviews, but in that ring, he's very emotional. And that shit could cost him. If Erickson Lubin plays his cards right, it could cost him. Yeah, I seen people say on that chat, Bella was there. She confirmed that Devin Haney doesn't win fights with his jab. I heard people say that Devin Haney doesn't have good footwork. What did they say? They say that Devin Haney's not that good. I'm like, huh? How could you? I want to say this. Bro, and the crazy part was, I don't even know if there was even Tank fans. Like, the title of the video was Brian Norman's like a killer and Devin Haney's a fashion model or some crazy shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, y'all just really be going out your way to hate on niggas instead of being objective. Y'all corny as shit. Super fucking corny. That's one of the only ways Devin has won fight. Like, nigga, did you not see the George Kambosos fight? Oh, he fought a bunch of midgets. Bro, they weighed the same fucking weight. And he beat a dangerous version of Vasily Lomachenko, being drained at the weight. Just keep it 1,000. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about her weight. He ain't need dress. You know what I mean? That ain't got nothing to do with me. I could care less. But like the jab is like Devin Haney's bread and butter. It's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? What do you mean he's never won a fight off the jab? Bro, do y'all watch boxing? Was Lima really damaged? Let's be real. Who said that? Who said Lima was damaged? And it's like, bro, these niggas takes be so crazy. These niggas takes be so crazy that I'll be feeling like, bro, and niggas be calling me, niggas be saying, oh, you're a Devin Haney channel. Bro, I'm not. I'm not. But y'all takes me so wild. Y'all be having to y'all be giving me no choice but to defend the nigga. I keep it honest. I'm not a big Devin Haney fan. I respect him. I like what he's doing. You know, there's certain like I respect the fact that he takes on top competition. I respect the fact that he became undisputed. That's what Mazuma TV is all about. Wanting to see niggas do great shit in boxing. Be about their legacy. I think Brian Norman is very heavy with both hands. I think he can put people out with either hand. Shit was crazy, and if you say yo like you wrong for saying that about Devin. Oh, you must be a Devin Haney fan. No, you're just a Devin Haney dick eater, and I can tell you don't get challenged often, so you always think you're right. you ever see that one motherfucker who's like amongst these group of friends, and their friends never challenge them, so they think they're right all the time. It's like, no, nigga, you're not fucking right. You're wrong. Your friends are just too scared to tell you because you're pussy. You're not used to being challenged, so now you're getting emotional about me disagreeing with you. It's like, the fuck? Motherfuckers disagree with me on here all the time. You don't see me ready to jump on my skin. Who just did it? Who? How? Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. This is called security, nigga. I've been right a lot. I've been wrong. That's boxing. I didn't even see you on there, Cardenas. I didn't even see you on there. That shit was disgusting, bro. I was like, bro, there ain't no way. What are you saying, Slime? Why you always want me to go back and read what you wrote? I didn't mean that. If I said a damaged version of Loma, I didn't mean. I said dangerous. I didn't say damage. And if I said damage, I meant to say dangerous. I meant to say dangerous. If I said damage, that's my apologies. I meant to say dangerous. Bill and Brian Senior saving boxer with their trolling and their promos. I love it. I love it. See, motherfuckers be having a problem with that, but all I see is two supportive fathers that have made their kids millionaires. That's what I see. And it take a great dad to understand what other great dads are doing. Motherfuckers who ain't grow up with a dad, they don't like to see shit like that. They get bothered by shit like that. Man, won't you just let Devin be his own man? He is letting Devin be in his own man. You know why? Because Devin in that ring taking them punches by his motherfucking self. The fuck is you talking about? When he was getting punched on by Ryan, you know what I mean? Bill Haney had to let him be a man. You feel me? Anything that's promote, he's the head of DHP. He's being his fucking promoter. He's gonna open his mouth. You know why? Because that's literally what the fucking promoter is supposed to do. Don't nobody be mad at Eddie Hearn when he be popping shit, Bob Aaron when he be popping shit, Frank Warren when he be popping shit. But y'all got a problem when the head of DHP does it, Bill Haney. It's literally his job. Can you imagine you being a security guard and motherfuckers criticizing you because you watching over a building? Like, nigga, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what Bill Haney is supposed to do. Run his mouth to big his son up. Bro, you know why I wouldn't even join that? Because it was so chaotic. It was like 8 niggas talking at the same time. I can't be me during those type of settings. I'm a one-on-one type of nigga. Ain't nobody gonna hear me with 8 niggas yelling on the live on the panel. Do you see the fight being as one-sided like they're saying about Norman Jr.? No, I don't. I can see both of these guys giving each other trouble. I do. But yo, on some real shit, Anonymous brings up a great fucking point. I'm gonna go ahead and add on to this. He said Norman Senior been making a new interview every day, but nobody talking about him. Right? Niggas love Norman Senior. Every time I look at Mill City Channel, this nigga Brian Norman on there popping his shit, talking about Dev, talking about Boots, talking about whoever the fuck he want to talk about. Nobody say nothing. This motherfucker done made a home over in Mill City. Nigga done made a whole home over there. Don't nobody say nothing. Star Motion said Norman Senior and Bill are both corny, but that's just my opinion. What I see is too, whether you like them or not, me being an active father, being big on fatherhood, I see two dads that are very passionate about their sons, very supportive of their sons, and made their sons bring out the true potential within themselves to create generational wealth for the generations following. I see two prideful, great fathers that turn their sons into millionaires. That's what I see. I had both of those guys on my channel before. Bill Haney came on. Brian Norman Sr. came on. Anonymous said, I'd rather see an annoying, active father than an absent, neglectful, and active father. Facts. Facts. Deal with that all day. Niggas hated Venus and Serena Williams' father. They hated the fact that he was the way he was. But guess what? That was a great father right there. They hated LeVar Ball. Remember that? Because he taught his kids how to be entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? He got all his kids into the league. One of his sons a fucking rapper right now. When I swerve at that corner, whoa, whoa, made all his sons millionaires, rich. This motherfucker had to get his leg cut off for people to show him love now. Now everybody love LeVar Ball. I've seen a passionate, active father who took pride in, guiding his kids to being successful people. But you know what's so crazy? They only seem to criticize these fathers when they're black. That's what's crazy to me. That's what's crazy to me. How many white dads do you see get criticized for being active in their kids' life? Hey, Mama, I've been heavily critical of Auntie Schofield. I don't like the nigga at all. Great father. Look how far he got his son. They said they was homeless, nigga. Give the nigga credit where it's due. He said they was homeless. And now they signed a multi-fight deal with fucking Golden Boy Promotions, and they making great money over there. You gotta respect that. Why nobody criticize George Kambosa's father? Then he smacked Richardson, hits his trainer in the head or some shit like that, smacked him with a microphone or something. Why nobody criticize him? Angel Garcia, bro, them niggas from the trenches in Philly. They came from poor background, bro. His son's set for life. Fucking Angel had cancer. Survived cancer, made his son a world champion. And I've been critical of Angel Garcia too. T.O.'s dad. I don't like the nigga. I don't like the nigga. But guess what? He there for his son. I don't like T.O. Sr. at all. I don't like his son either. Fuck both of them. But guess what? One thing I can't say about T.O. Sr., even though he got all these problems, he helped his son get where he is. You might not have a T.O. Jr. without Senior. You might not. Angel Garcia chilled out a lot because they refused to let him be a part of press conferences after he went on there. Remember the last time he got in that big argument with Keith Thurman, calling him all types of niggas and shit, they silenced him. I'll take it anonymous. This is a beautiful comment right here. I'd rather see an annoying active father than an absent one. Come on, man. Can't have it all. And R3 says Jose Benavidez Sr. is one of the more likable fathers in boxing. Well, being likable is subjective, brother. Because I heard people criticize Benavidez Sr. too, especially when he talks shit about Canelo. All the Canelo fans, man, fuck Senior. We're gonna fuck this guy up, bro. Yeah, Benavidez Sr. be talking crazy. He do be talking crazy. Remember, he was like, fuck Canelo. Nigga he went on like a whole media run where all he was saying was fuck Canelo. Kenny was trying to outshine Sean. It was definitely signed up with Kenny Porter. Like, he had like this tough guy complex or whatever, and he was just, it's like he took pride in like, Kenny Porter definitely got like this superiority complex. I really didn't like him. But he did his thing with his son. That nigga made his son a 2-time world champion and possibly a Hall of Famer. Who could forget Ruben Guerrero? Ruben Guerrero was fucking hilarious. He ran like a chicken, man. Yo, mind you, Floyd Mayweather stood in the pocket with Robert Guerrero and fucked him up for 12 rounds. He ran like a chicken. He's a woman beater. I'm like, yo, this nigga right here. Yeah. Bozy is the man. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Bozy be keeping it real cool, and you know, he be keeping it real cool on the interviews and all that. But Bozy talk his shit. Bozy talking shit. And I'll tell you what, Boots talking shit too. Boots talking shit too. They know when to turn it on and turn it off. I'm gonna say that. Boots is actually a really good shit talker. Bet y'all a lot of y'all don't know that. Because he be keeping it so cool. Hold on real quick. Let me get my drink. Trying to tell y'all, Boots could talk shit. But he from Philly. A lot of niggas from Philly know how to talk shit. In Philly, you gotta know how to talk shit. But my boy Anonymous in the building, he said, you think Boots and Eddie gonna pull up on Ortiz Lubin, you know, in this fight? I hope so. But I'm gonna tell you what. After what De La Hoya just said, you're gonna have to. He talking crazy. So for those of y'all who don't know what I'm talking about, let me go ahead and share the screen. I got this right here. Share the screen. Boom.
I don't want to fight him.
Look at talking shit. Mind you, I'm not going to criticize Oscar for this because guess what? He being a fucking promoter. So I can't sit here and be like, oh, Bill Haney can talk shit because he a promoter and then Oscar can't. Oscar is doing his job. He's stirring the pot. He knows that there could be a lot of money in this fight. And guess what? Oscar ain't doing this shit for free. He trying to get a fucking dollar too. So what he gonna do? Talk your shit to build an upcoming fight. You know, should Virgil Ortiz get past Lubin? So let's hear what he got to say. It's brief. It's only a few seconds.
And I hear that Boots is coming to the fight with Eddie Hearn and this and that. My worry is that if they're gonna see Virgil in person, they're not gonna want to fight him. So, you know, maybe you should just stay home and watch it from home, because Virgil Ortiz in person is a dangerous man. And I hear that.
I ain't gonna lie. Oscar's funny, man. This nigga said, watch it at home, because if you watch it in person, you might get scared. I like that. That's cool to me. You know what I mean? But just because Oscar said that, Boots, you need to pull up to Texas, brother. Like, there's no reason why you ain't getting a first class ticket to Dallas or wherever the hell that is right now. If you haven't already, it would be ridiculous. And I know the government shut down right now, so there's a lot of limited flights, but fuck it. Don't this motherfucker Eddie Hearn got a PJ? Man, get the goddamn private jet, the Matchroom private jet, and go fly your ass from Philly to Texas. That's probably going to take, I don't know, probably like five hours or whatever the case is. Go take your ass over there. Go pull up on Virgil Ortiz and let this motherfucker know it's real, because it'd be kind of disappointing if you didn't. I ain't going to lie. I'd be kind of disappointed in Boots if he don't, take advantage of the moment. But one thing for sure is Jaron Ennis had a response to this. And he doesn't respond to much. But this is Jaron Ennis's Twitter right here. This was his response. And this response right here was from an old 24/7 episode between Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya. And this was what he had to say.
Out of his mind, he couldn't control himself. I'm going to make it a rough and tough fight come May 5th. I'm going to make it a rough. I'm so scared. Hi, my name is Oscar De La Hoya. I'm going to do this. You ain't going to do shit. Out of his mind, he couldn't control himself.
Yo, Oscar was so mad. This nigga was biting inside his cheek like, mad as shit. Oh my God, hold on. We got some. This nigga, shout out to Slime with the $2 super chat. He said Oscar got no pants under that table. Shout out to Slime, man. That's a sick motherfucker right there, boy. God damn. That's a sick bastard right there. But anyways, Jaron Ennis responded and said, "Ooh, I'm so scared." Ooh, I'm so scared. Yo, Floyd was spazzing. I don't know what he was on.
I'm going to make it a rough and tough fight come May 5th. I'm going to make it a rough and tough. I'm so scared. Hi, my name is Oscar De La Hoya. I'm going to do this. You ain't going.
He just said, "Ooh, I'm so scared." Kind of zesty with Floyd part, but that shit was hilarious. Oh man, Boo's letting him know, like, nigga, you ain't scaring nobody saying no stupid shit like that. Nigga, like, you crazy? That's the Philly translation right there. Nigga, what? Out your motherfucking mind. Oh, Boo's gotta pull up for that. You got to. Nigga, on some real shit, Boots, I don't know if you got kids. I don't know what the case is. You got a family at home. I'll tell you this though. Nigga, I'll be over there right now. I'll be at the weigh-in talking shit. I'll be fucking with them niggas. I'll be over there talking crazy. I'll be acting like I ain't got shit to do. Swear to God. Hold on, let me see. I'll be like this in this motherfucker. I'd have walked in that motherfucking, I'd have walked in at that weigh-in on my son's life. Hold on, I'd have walked in that bitch like this. I'd have walked in that bitch just like that. Would have busted motherfucking doors open. Let's go, chat. I'll be on my Shannon the Briggs shit, Shannon the Cannon shit. Let's go, chat. Why you don't want to fight me, chat? Fight me next, chat. I be in that bitch talking crazy. I'd have took Oscar De La Hoya little coke pouch out of his pocket. Let's go, champ. That's what you want, champ. I'd have tapped De La Hoya pockets. Where that coke, champ? That's what you got me on if you think Virgil could beat me. Man, I'd be in that bitch going crazy. Rev up them fryers. Yeah. Because I am sure hungry. Yeah. Shout out to my SpongeBob niggas out there. That's exactly how I'd have been in that motherfucker, boy. Oh, boy. So, De La Hoya, he talking his shit. Saying, yo, stay home, because if you see Virgil in person, you're not going to want to fight him. Boot's like, ooh, I'm so scared. Yeah, he ain't fazed by none of that shit. He shouldn't. You know, that's promoter talk at the end of the day. I really, really hope. And if Eddie Hearn's there, that'll make it even more funny. Because, Eddie know how to talk that shit. You know what I mean? If Boots and Eddie were to get in the ring after the fight, and then that was Virgil the winner or whatever, they was to go in there and start a little ruckus, they get the pushing and shoving or whatever, that shit would be fire. Bro, did you know that Shannon Briggs, really, he bought a house. He either rented or bought a house out in Europe just so he could be nearby for whenever the Klitschko's fight. That takes dedication. Like, that takes dedication. I remember the one time he was like asking for information on where Klitschko be at when he be in the States. And he said that he said somebody had told him that the Klitschko's that he paddleboards on this beach like around this time frame. He said he had went to the beach, he saw a little speck. He said he saw a little speck in the water. So he got on the boat, drove over there, and it was Klitschko paddleboarding. And he went and made a wave with the boat and made Klitschko fall off the paddleboard. Bro, that's like a different type of dedication. That's low key that's like stalker, mental health issue type vibes. Like, you're not gonna get that no more. This nigga was pulling up to where Klitschko was eating, talking about whatever you eat, I eat, champ. Whatever you do, I do, champ. This nigga Klitschko poured a glass of water on his head. He was like, "You thirsty?" He was like, "You thirsty?" Poured the whole joint on him. I'm like, oh my God. I'm so mad that they never fought, bro. He pulled up to his gym, threw shit at him. Shannon was a different type of pressure for sure. But Shannon wanted that fight, and that was a hell of a promotion. Now I know niggas don't want to be doing all that extra shit. They just want to rumble. I'm not saying to take it where Shannon took it, because that might have been a bit excessive. Entertaining, but a bit excessive. But Boots, off general principle, my brother, you need to go to Texas, bro. Yo, when Klitschko fell off the paddleboard, he was like, come over here. He said, I'm gonna knock you out. He's like, come over here. Yo, Klitschko was so mad. He wanted to fuck Shannon up. He was like, fight me in the ring, and then took off on the boat. That was the funniest shit ever, bro. Where you go, I go, champ. Yeah. I remember he pulled up to like Klitschko's press conference, and he like took his shirt off. Nigga was all cut the fuck up, big ass shoulders, arms, abs all ripped up. He told the girls, he's like, don't be afraid, ladies. I'm just in shape. Don't be afraid, ladies. I'm just in shape. Don't nobody give a fuck about what that soft ass nigga got to say about Philly. Because when he was cool with me, all he used to do was dick ride Philly. He used to live in Philly. So what the fuck? Like, what is he talking about? He go wherever his girl go to. If she ever got to travel for work, he follow like a stay-at-home husband, faggot ass nigga. Imagine that you got to move wherever your girl got to work because your hoe ass ain't got nothing going on anywhere you go. She was working in Philly. When she was working in Cali, he lived in Cali. When she had to work in Philly, he worked in Philly. When she got a job in Chicago, he moved to Chicago. Broke ass nigga. Waiting on the monthly YouTube checks to kick in so he could feed his daughter with his Umaga built ass wife. If your bitch built like Umaga, you shouldn't be talking like nobody. And if I'm lying, tell him to post his bitch. I could post mine. Southpaw could keep a real job. Motherfucker, he can't do anything but make money. Make money off YouTube. He a little nigga anyway. He probably, his girl probably pay all the bills. He probably pay for the water. Nigga probably pay I pay the electric bill. Yeah, nigga, cause shit. The electric be going on towards charging your phone so you can talk shit all day. I pay the Wi-Fi too. You the only one who use it, nigga. He said, Southpaw ducked the Greg fade. I told everybody that though. And you wanna know how I know? Because he ducked the fade with me. And that was before Greg. But it went under the radar because I'm not a big channel. But I told niggas that's cool with Greg. I think I might have even told Greg himself. I'm like, bro, he not gonna fight you, bro. He not gonna fight you. If you don't think that Greg, if you genuinely think that Southpaw like a hardcore nigga at this point, you a fool. And you just as soft as him. Because any nigga who talk as much as Southpaw and don't get into no type of mix, and like niggas can't find them outside at all, like, come on, bro. Yeah, he told me. I'm like, yo, what's up? You really gonna fight Greg? Motherfucker talking about, no, I was gonna have him, but no, niggas ain't getting no subs off of me. Blah. Then he was like, man, I was gonna tell him to come to this location and we was just gonna jump him. You the scariest nigga in the world, bro. Now he used to, you know what Southpaw used to do, bro? Southpaw used to dead ass do one-on-one training sessions with like guys who never boxed before, and then he'll tell them to throw punches at him. Like he literally told me this. That like he'll link with, because he's been kicked out of every gym in Chicago, kicked out of every boxing gym in Chicago. So he be having to train at like 24-hour fitnesses and shit. So he'll do a training session or whatever with the people. Then he'll spar them. Like he'll put on gloves with them and then tell them to throw punches at him. Mind you, whole time he recording, and then he just start blasting on them. He can't fight at all. He's terrible. Then this nigga told he gonna go tell niggas. He gonna go tell niggas that he had like 24 amateur fights or some shit like that. Like his record was like 16-8. It was like some wild shit like that. Nigga, you was not no open class fighter, nigga. Like, you was never an open class fighter, bro. And there's no way you was 16-8, not with those skills. Show me 24 of your fights. Usually win a trophy or a belt after an amateur fight, or at least a medal. Show us 16 of them. I bet you can. Bro, if you got 16 wins, you should have a variety of trophies and belts. Where are they? He couldn't show you them because he never had that many fights. And let's say he lost 8 times. Typically, you get a medal if you lose. Where they at? He couldn't show you any of that. He's a fucking liar. Niggas be lying about having amateur experience or boxing experience so they could feel like their opinions is more, valid. When in reality, there's a lot of people on the YouTube boxing community who don't have boxing experience, but are knowledgeable on the sport. So you don't even need to do that. So the foundation of your channel is based off of lies. You're a fucking fraud. Who wins, Charlie Zelenoff or Southpaw? That's a split draw. I think Southpaw will actually beat him because Charlie will throw all big shit at you, and then when he can't hurt you or he gets tired, he quit. But I remember Southpaw FaceTiming me. This was a while back because some nigga had got off on him and sparring. He was like asking me for advice on how he could do better in the next sparring session. You getting trashed by niggas in Chicago when they not even known for boxing? Imagine what had happened in Philly, nigga. All right, Terrence, you right. You right, Terrence. Enough screen time. Yeah. Speaking of bitches, shout out to Clarissa Shields for solidifying that $8 million deal. Shout out to Clarissa Shields for solidifying that $8 million deal with Salida Promotions. You know what I mean? Along with what was the other one? Win Records. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? Clarissa Shields got some good shit going on. Bella Fix said, what a transition. Hey, man, you got to start somewhere, right? So Clarissa Shields says she'll make at least $8 million through new deal with Salida and Win Records. She officially announced a new partnership with Salida Promotions and Win Records during a press conference Thursday in New York. Shields, the most accomplished woman in boxing history, stated on CBS Mornings before the press conference that she's guaranteed at least $8 million through this unique venture. It'll be self-professed. It will allow the self-professed greatest woman of all time to have input and guidance related to boxing and entertainment crossover opportunities. So not only is this deal having to do with boxing, but other things that happen to take part in the entertainment industry. Shields calls it a multi-fight, multi-year partnership, but didn't provide specifics as to how many fights the deal entails. The two-time gold medalist and 5-division champion will announce her next bout at a later date. Salida, a retired contender, has promoted Shields since her second professional fight. She has made at least $1 million apiece for 3 of her fights over the past 3 years. Shields is ranked number 2. Well, it doesn't really say much outside of that, but shout out to Clarissa Shields, man. $8 million, they ain't bad. And I know she be rapping and shit like that, so maybe Win Records is probably a music label. Maybe she's gonna be rapping as well. I don't know. I think her raps are fucking garbage. I think she need Papoose to start writing her shit because he can actually rap. But yeah, man. I mean, $8 million is $8 million. You feel me? So shout out to her, man. She getting her money. Shout out to the female boxers that's getting paid what they worth. You know what I mean? Clarissa Shields, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. You know, everybody else that's involved with women's boxing. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with Alicia Baumgardner, but you know what I mean? It seems like MVP and them over there taking care of her, so that's what's up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to her for getting that together. I wonder why Clarissa won't sign with Matchroom or somewhere else. Maybe because they not offering her $8 million. That's probably why. Nigga just said it just said that she was making $1 million a piece for 3 fights over the last 3 years. Is Clarissa staying heavy or is she going back down to make money fights? That's a great question. She never clarified whether she would or not. But I was looking at some pictures. It looked like she pregnant. I hope that ain't the case. I hope she ain't let Papoose shoot that shit up when you just signed for an $8 million deal. She was looking a little chunky. And she never really looked fat in her stomach area. So I was kind of confused because she got she got wide hips, fat ass. She got thick legs. You feel me? But you don't never really see her stomach look all crazy. So I don't know. Yeah, and to be real, Turkey might be against female boxing, to be real. Has he ever staged a female boxing fight over in Riyadh? Has he ever? I don't even know. That's a good question, right? I don't know if Turkey has ever done a female fight. He probably against it. But I heard Al Heyman not really too fond of female boxing either. That's why he don't get behind that. Just like, I don't know. Me personally. See, women, I'm pro-choice. If you want to go sell your ass, go sell your ass. If you want to throw hands, throw hands. If you want to be a torta, hit up Slime. I mean, it's like you can be whatever you want to be in this world. There's a market for you. MVP signing all the female fighters. You know what I mean? Jay Remy said Eddie Hearn definitely gets behind Sky. That's for sure. I'm mad that Sky Nicholson ain't come to my gym to do her final workouts when she fought in Philly. She fought on, I think it was Boots and David Evanesian's undercard. It was either that one or the Karen 2 one. Regardless, Sky Nicholson was on the undercard, and I heard that she did her final workouts at the gym that's like a few blocks down from mine. Sky, and you probably paid to get in there. Sky, you know if you would have came to Pivot Boxing Academy, you would have got in for free. It's a shame that you paid your hard-earned money to train at a gym when you could have trained at mine for free. You know what I mean? That was a crazy move. Very, very foolish move. There's nothing that gym got that we don't got, baby. They on the second floor, we on the second floor. They charge you, we wouldn't. You need pad work, that's free too, whatever you want to do. How did Chris Manners get that female fighter he's with? Because a lot of women think that when a white man that they're winning in life. That's probably why. Tell her, Mark, real unprofessional. You's a fat, cock-blocking bastard. I cannot stand you. How did Chris Manners? Yeah, I think he fucking with the girl that just retired. Her name was what's that female fighter name? I was surprised Chris Manners got her. I was like, what the hell? This nigga look like somebody fucking That nigga Chris Mannix is like a mature uncle. How the fuck he get what was her name? Yeah, Sinisa Estrada. How the fuck he got her? But she not even all that neither though, to be honest. Like she got an all right. Let me take a look at her. Sinisa Estrada. Yeah, she all right. She not nothing crazy for real. She look good for him though. Cause he not, and then this another thing. Some girls like ugly niggas. There's girls in the chat that could vouch. But I think I seen Sinisa one time in person. Real skinny. She be covering herself up for a reason. She ain't got no ass or nothing like that. She bony. But she pretty. White guys, they like that shit. They be liking it. I mean, I don't mind petite women neither. The girl I'm with now, she petite. She said medium ugly is where it's at. Yeah, Sinisa is real. She's really skinny. But I guess she's pretty. She's not ugly. But she kind of built like a Mexican. Like a lot of Mexicans built like her. Like you don't really see Mexicans with body like that. The saddest shit is when she knocked that damn woman out in 10 seconds. That was the craziest shit to me. It is not her. I'm trying to find a picture of her physique, but she's always covered it. Yeah, like she ain't. Nah, she ain't it. Nigga said she on a Taylor Swift pack. That's some cool shit. Says Anissa, money helps a lot if you ugly. Yeah. What Jay-Z said, ain't no such thing as an ugly billionaire. I'm cute. Chris Mannix probably don't even got. How y'all know Chris Mannix got money? Her Instagram kind of raunchy. What that mean? What does raunchy mean? I can't even put that comment up, Slime. You was a wild nigga, bro. I would definitely get at Sinisa before I get at Gabriella, though. Jose Rodriguez says she all right. She all right. Yeah, she ain't bad. She got a pretty face. I'm the type, a pretty face does a lot for me. I'm not fucking with Fundora. Gabriella, she trash. I don't really like tall women anyway. So if you taller than me, it don't even really make sense. To be fair, Bella, I mean, that had nothing to do with Estrada. That was the matchmaking. That was terrible. They didn't need to do that to that woman. That woman just sat there in front of Estrada. Estrada hit her with like a 4-piece. She just sat there and looked at her, then went down off the last 5 punches. No, I take it, bro. Terrence, you don't even understand. I take a pretty face over anything, though. That's me. The pretty face is everything to me. You got a pretty face. Unless your body shape is just terrible, I can see past all the other shit. Like, we gotta appreciate the beauty of a woman no matter the color, height, size. No. No, I don't. Terrence, you know why? You know we can't do that because what you sounding like is a yes man for women. For women, you sound like a yes man for women. You sound like one of them niggas. Happy life, and you miserable than a motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you this. You know why we don't have to do that? You know why we don't gotta appreciate the beauty of a woman, no matter the color, height, size, or whatever? Because you give women the opportunity, they're gonna tell you what their deal breakers is. They're gonna tell you what they like and what they don't like. So why the fuck we gotta tolerate whatever they bring? Like they'll sit there and tell you he gotta be 6 foot. He gotta have curly hair. He gotta have dreads. He gotta have this. He gotta make this much money. He gotta pay all the bills. They have all they fucking preferences. They can sit here and choose whatever the fuck they want out of a woman. But the moment that we be like, yo, we don't want to fuck with no fat bitches, that's a problem. So you could tell us all day what you accepting and not accepting from a man. But the moment that we be like, yo, we don't want to fuck with no obese big bag bitches, that's a problem. No, not at all. And let's say we be like, yo, like a woman could be like, oh, we ain't fucking with no niggas that's shorter than 5'7" or 5'8" or 5'9". Or if you below 6 foot, then you ain't getting my number. It's like, all right, bitch, well, we not about to fuck with you if you got multiple baby daddies. That's a problem. All right, the fuck out of here. Go argue with your baby dads. Big girls always smell good. That's hilarious. That's not what I heard. But you know what? You know why big girls probably be smelling good? Because they got to wash their body more than everybody else. I don't know if it's bacteria. I don't know if it's just because they big, so they get hot quicker. But big bitches got to wash their ass more than the skinny ones because I don't know. I feel like if you take a skinny John, right, and a fat John, and you bathe them at the same time, if you sit them in a room, the fat John gonna start stinking before the skinny John do. That's just what I'm saying that because I used to be a fat person. I know. So I'm speaking from experience. I'm not over here being fat phobic, nigga. I was a former big back nigga. So I'm telling you some shit that I know from personal experience. Fat bitches always smell good because they gotta stay on top of their hygiene more. So y'all laughing, but I'm just saying. But yeah, man, man, don't ever be happy. I'm not saying this you, Terrence Smith. I read what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I'm not poking at you. But there are men out there. Man, as long as the wife's happy. Whole time in his eyes, this nigga doing Morse code, like, help me. He like, all right, nigga, get some help. Niggas be trying to convince you that they so happy in their marriage. And nigga, we know you not. Man, me and my wife been together for 26 years, man. I never had a good time. I've never had a bad time in my marriage. I think about my wife, she always makes sure I'm happy. Niggas doing the whole Morse code with their eyes and shit. This nigga, that nigga Jay said, big girls got some good, you know what I mean? He said hella warm from what I heard anyway. No, nigga, you said that from direct experience. On a serious tip, are you related to Aki TV? I don't even know who the fuck that is. I don't know if you saying you on a serious tip, but I feel like you trolling. So if I was to say something back to you, I'd be wrong, right? Yeah, he deserved 5 minutes. It's just ironic that the nigga who asked that question, it's a bird on wood. Just like that picture, you on my motherfucking wood right now, nigga. Fuck up out of here with that weird ass comment. I don't even know who Aki TV is. Did I see 78 going on Tank fans? No, I didn't. But I mean, if he went in on Tank fans, then they deserve it. Shout out to 78, the GOAT. The FBI coming for the UFC. I heard Oscar De La Hoya say something about that. I heard him say some shit about that. And if that's the case, then why would you trust them niggas in boxing? Why would you trust that same nigga who running the UFC being investigated by the FBI right now? Now, mind you, Dana White, Bob Arum been investigated by the FBI. Sure, there's a few promoters that have been investigated by the FBI. But coming into the game being investigated by the FBI, shit. Fuck them. Eating beef jerky. Nigga, this is a Jolly Rancher. Shut the fuck up. Look at my son basketball court. Terrence Smith said, my bad, I ain't trying to preach. I just don't fat shame because I have big women in my family that I love dearly, but I get what you're saying, bro. Your preferences are your preferences. I can't be mad. Shout out to your family, brother. Ain't no disrespect towards your family. I was just saying, like, women can have their preferences all day, but the moment a man got one, it's a problem. It's like, y'all, it seems like y'all the only ones who want to have choices. That just be them women that be single and alone and, don't be having shit going on. I guess there was an upset dude got knocked out in the first round. And the FBI swarmed in because Dana alerted the authorities. What? You say you pro-natural, my brother. He said, I'm just pro-natural, my brother. I'm not a BBL fanatic. No woman I've ever dealt with had a BBL. Not even flings. I don't think I've ever dealt with a woman who had a BBL. And to be real, if it looked good, it looked good. But I think there's this, misconception out there that men chase women with BBL. That's not the case. I think we actually find it more attractive if a woman got it just off genetics or healthy lifestyle or whatever the case is. My girl is really petite. She ain't got no crazy ass or nothing like that. She's just a slim, pretty woman. That's how I like it. You still mad I called you Chubbs? Relax. Yeah, slime is the tortador. So he like to fuck bitches that's 250. Slime told me the other day, he was like, if they 250, they could get with me. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right. I fuck with it. Well, I don't fuck with it, but I like your confidence. Let me see what these links that y'all dropping. Let me see what y'all talking about.
Yeah,
I saw this. Gerald Houston.
Make over 150K a year. And there's no way you make.
He said he don't date women unless they make 150K a year. I be hearing women say that too. My nigga gotta make 6 figures whole time. Whole time, bitch, you cleaning bathrooms and Dunkin' Donuts. Like, shut the fuck up. Bella Faith got kicked out of Applebee's for catcalling truckers. Damn. Bella Faith out here trying to get it. What do I think Tank does next? Terrence Smith, I'm going to keep it real. I don't really give a fuck what he do next. I think he need to retire. I mean, like, they talking about you fumble 40 million, cuz I don't know what the number was. I was hearing 178 million. Whatever, between 40 to 178 million, you fumble. You know what I mean? You said fuck all your fans because you thought you was about to cash out whole time. You couldn't keep your hands off a bitch. So, and plus, Jake Paul and you wasn't selling anyway, so they used your lawsuit as a way to kick you out the fight. For real, for real. They seen them tickets wasn't selling. They thought they was going to lose out on them. They thought they was going to lose money. They didn't want to put on a bad show for Netflix because that could possibly ruin the relationship with them. So they kicked you to the curb, guys. And tickets wasn't selling, brother, so they used that lawsuit as a way to get you out their face. Well, you stuck with a lawsuit and no fight date, dickhead. Terrence, my homie was speaking with a representative at MVP, and the representative was saying that if everything, if it's sold, like, he could have cashed out at like 178 million with like sponsors and ticket sales and stuff like that. That's what I heard. But whether it's 178 million or 40 million, so you fumbled a bag. You said hit the other link. All right, let me see. You said hit the other link. All right, let me see. You said hit the other link. Yo, Bella, you cold-blooded for that. What the fuck is the other link? I can't see it.
Hey, the world wants to stop and feel sorry for Tank. Oh, Tank the millionaire. You know the one. Yeah, the one with the brains.
Hold on.
Who are you supposed to be? Hey, the world wants to stop and feel sorry for Tank. Oh, Tank the millionaire. You know the one. Yeah, the one with the brains and the face tats who got all the fans. Yeah, we gotta feel sorry for him, man, because life's so hard for little Tank. Gervonta Tank Davis, a man who has nothing to say, didn't come out and say nothing about these accusations that this woman has said that he's been abusing her. Gervonta Davis, who got nothing to say about the fight with him and Jake Paul being off. This man comes out on social media and puts up an Instagram post about Victor Conte. The man comes out and puts out an Instagram post about Victor Conte talking about today's a good day for boxing. Now these busters don't have no more snack. Now see, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. This is why, bro. This is exactly why Gervonta Davis is going through what he's going through. This is why. What's up, Stormy? He going through what he's going through because the man is something wrong with Tank spiritually. there's something wrong with him. And I'm not finna sit here and baby this dude. Oh man, he had a tough life. Oh man, who cares? Life ain't perfect. Everybody got something going on. This man got resources. He got access to resources to get help at any time. He messed up because he want to be messed up. He mentally challenged because he want to be mentally challenged. If you got something going on, then go deal with it. Walk away from boxing and go deal with what you got going on. Little weirdo. So what the hell? This dude a little weirdo. The whole world wants to stop and feel sorry. And I can't stand his fans either. His fans are so disgusting, bro. Tank fans. With the way they try to act like they can relate, I can relate to Tank. There's a lot of stuff I can relate. What can you relate to?
So Gervonta Davis, if you're watching this, just to let you know that I will always be a fan of you. I always watch your fights.
Who the fuck is this nigga? Why does nigga look like that character on Wii Sports? Who the fuck is this? Who is this? Nigga said look like a Walmart Kobe. Yo.
You are a role model and inspiration for every person from the hood that made it out.
First of all, I could tell by how the way you talk, you ain't from the hood, nigga. Who is this nigga? He said he look like Breadman on Fent. Breadman on fentanyl? We about to call this nigga cornbread. You gonna call this nigga cornbread? Yo, he drunk.
You've made me a fan of you, and I will not stop being a fan of you.
There's a lot of
Super
stuff I can
gay.
relate. What can you relate to? Oh, both y'all ain't had no daddy. That's the only thing. And that would explain why y'all hate Devin and Bill Haney. You hate their relationship so much.
Interesting fact. Everybody has picked up on this. I want to show you a tweet that I just got flagged today. And I was commenting on somebody's comments about how they didn't like Devin Haney. They didn't say anything about Devin Haney, but they were saying strictly because they didn't like his dad. And this was my response to him. And what I said is true. That's some feminist stuff. You don't like him because of his dad. I said, judge it off boxing. Flagged. It got reported. This the crazy part.
You know what's crazy? I get flagged on Twitter all the time. That's why I don't even tweet no more. But I guess that was the gist of the video. That's the bet. I gotta go watch the full video now on what 78 said. Shout out to 78. The GOAT. He the reason why I started making boxing videos. So shout out to 78. He the one who ignited the flame and he didn't make Mazuma TV, but he sparked the inspiration behind Mazuma TV, I guess you would say. So shout out to him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The full vid on there, you got to skip past Bruce, or damn, I already took it down. Let me see.
He didn't come to your back. You sit.
Well, he was snapping. This nigga was
Somebody
yelling.
reported me saying that.
You sit back and root for this man, Devin Haney, and his father to fail because your punk daddy didn't come to your basketball game. Because your daddy wouldn't come and see you on Christmas. Because you mama and auntie and listen to them gossip and talk about how fine Tay Diggs is on the movie. Ooh, girl, look at my chest. Ooh, girl. Girl, look at this one and that one. And then you develop the same habits, and that's why you love Tay Diggs. Your marks, all of you some marks. Every last one of you. You sit here and defend this sucker. This dude has put hands on all these chicks. And like I said, he put hands on these chicks. And he did it. I don't care what. Listen, I'm not putting. He did it. He did it. He did it. And I ain't put oh man, he did it. Whatever they say he did, that nigga did.
He said, whatever they say he did it. He did it. I gotta rewind that. Oh my God. I gotta rewind that. He said he did it. Yo.
On all these chicks. And like I said, he put hands on these chicks. And he did it. I don't care what. Listen, I'm not putting. He did it. He did it. That's right. He did it. And I ain't putting. Oh man, no. He did it. Whatever they say he did, that nigga did it. And y'all know he did it. The fact that he came out celebrating somebody he never met death, a man passed away, and you don't even know the man, and you come out and it's a good day. That's how I know he did it. He's a devil. He a devil. He did it, and he gonna keep on doing it as long as y'all don't hold him accountable.
A lot of these people, they're usually trying any type of excuse to bash your name, to destroy your character. And I'm just going to say this. I'm going to pray for you. I pray that Jesus is on your side. I pray that Jesus, whatever situation you're going through right now, I pray that Jesus helps you and guides you. I'm not
You fucking idiot. Ain't take a Muslim. You stupid motherfucker.
a judge. I'm not a jury. So I don't give a F about any of the stuff that people are saying.
Holy shit, this nigga eating hella dick over there. See, that's what I'm talking about. Tank, you need to stop dealing with women. Niggas already know you gay. You might as well just go ahead and fuck with somebody like him. This motherfucker Tim Bradley scalp having ass nigga. You just need to go ahead and deal with him because he sound like a ride or die. This sound like he gonna rock with you with whatever you do. You could cheat on him and eat other niggas' pussy. You go ahead and eat other niggas' pussy. He gonna take you back. He gonna... Oh my God. Yo. Oh my God. Yo, you just need to go ahead and just you can eat other niggas' pussy and he take you back. He gonna keep that Porsche light on for you, Tank. You need to go ahead, leave them bitches alone and get you a nigga with a Tim Bradley scalp. That's all you need.
That's not my job.
come out celebrating somebody. You got to be a sick individual to hate somebody you don't even know. Never met Victor Conte, but come out making a statement when you got all this stuff going on. That's how you know somebody ain't spiritually connected. Okay? That's how you know there's something wrong with somebody spiritually. You listen, bro. Imagine being behind enemy lines. You hiding, right? People shooting at you from all directions. You hiding behind some car. But you got time to pull your phone out, hop on Twitter and be like, I know I might go, but hey man, it's a good day because Victor Conte passed. That's how I know something wrong with the boy. Something wrong with him mentally. And you do him a disservice. All you fans do him a disservice by pacifying him. Just come.
He definitely can't take a devil. He said he's the devil.
Out and say the truth. I beg of y'all, please, just come out and say that you zesty. For real, I'm not being funny. Just say that you are physically attracted to him, and then I will leave you alone. I promise. Because I know that's what it is. Everybody else know what it is, and Tank know what it is. That's why he be dissing y'all. His own fans, he diss you because he know y'all want to put y'all mouth on his pickle. He know.
What, yo? What?
His own fans, he diss you because he know y'all want to put y'all mouth on his pickle. He know. He know y'all want his pickle. And that's why he talks to y'all any kind of way. He handles y'all like he handled his bras. And what y'all do? Y'all suck even harder. See, he only dissed me because I ain't suck it hard enough.
What, yo? He said he just dissed me because I ain't sucking harder. What?
Harder. See, I know he only dissed me because I ain't suck it hard enough. But what, this time, I'm finna give him like Superhead. Yeah, I'm finna give him that. Oh, I'm finna get, watch this. Watch what I do to him now. He gonna know about me. He gonna know I love him. I'm finna use two hands.
What?
See, the first time I met this, I don't use one. Get up out of here. Disgusting behavior.
He said he gonna use two
If you guys
hands.
remember one of my recent videos I lied out of that is difference and joking around. When I was listening to the motherfucker,
I think that's it.
Let's take sweet.
I ain't watching none of these other weirdos.
All of them take.
All right. Yo, that nigga is the fucking bid, bro. That remind me of old 78. I'm glad I ran across that video. Now I gotta go watch the whole thing. Oh my God, bro. 78 used to snap on niggas like that on the regular, bro. Oh man, that was fucking hilarious, bro. He said, now I'm gonna use two hands. Like, what, yo? Oh my God, that was fucking hilarious. Bro said pickle. I mean, that I heard niggas say that before. I've even used that before. But that shit. Yeah. He said he only dissed me because I ain't sucking hard enough. Like, what, yo? That's fucking hilarious, bro. Bro, 78 used to have me in tears when I was a young boy. When he used to talk shit about niggas, bro. I remember he had a whole beef. I remember that nigga had a whole beef with Billy Joe Saunders, bro. He used to call him Billy Ho. That shit was hilarious, bro. He a legend, bro. I'm telling you. He definitely a legend, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody say. That's what I'm trying to get, bro. No fucking cap. It used to be subscribed. I don't know about now, though. But, yo, that was funny. Shout out to Dust for putting that up, bro. That was the fucking bit. Y'all got any last questions before I get up out of here, man? Yo, my legs are fucking huge, bro. Y'all think Manny Pacquiao got crazy calves, bro? I got bigger calves than Pacquiao for sure. Especially when I was a young boy. My jaw's huge. Where's the link to that video? You can have Dust22 put it back up in the chat. But that shit was hilarious. Why feed that? What? What does that mean? G Money said, are you the Puerto Rican dude that Cepeda knocked out? That's funny. That's funny. I'm the guy that you hear clapping your mom cheeks at night. That's what you hear. When you hear your mom trembling through your walls, you know. When you hear your mom yelling along with this noise, yeah. I'm that Puerto Rican dude, by the way. Mazuma favorite strong is Street Fighter by D. Dope. Like, I don't even know who the fuck that is. What are you talking about, babe? Boom? Tripping. Where is Jose Cepeda now? I don't know. Like, I know Reeds is beating him. I ain't hear from him since then, though. I don't know what's up with Jose Cepeda. He did Josue dirty, though. Nigga, fuck Jose career up. Let's see what Jose Cepeda been doing. Okay, yeah, I forgot he lost to Hitchens. He lost to Dalton Smith, and then he beat Ivan Raycatch last year. He ain't fighting over a year though. He probably retired. Jose gave us some. I think that I ain't gonna lie. No, I was gonna say that, but never mind. Took some damage, bro. He took a lot of damage in that Regis fight. That was like the last. That was like Regis' like last good fight, bro. After that, it went all downhill. Oh, Josue Vargas. I don't know what's up with him. I heard he be putting shit up. He be putting shit up his ass now for OnlyFans, and he be letting niggas play with his wee wee. That's what I heard. He be letting niggas suck on his wee wee, and he put dildos in his booty. That's what I heard. Yeah, they show Josue brother crying in the crowd. He was like, nigga falling on niggas and shit. I'm like, bro, no. But apparently Josue was supposed to fight Brandon Pizarro out here, I think at like Atlantic City not too long ago. It was like early this year, and he pulled out. So the nigga, I don't know, he a weirdo. I don't know what's up with him. That would have been a good fight too. He said he did that because he was depressed. Nigga, I ain't never been so depressed that I wanted to stick shit in my ass. I don't even know how that correlate.
Maybe if I have a man play with my wee-wee, maybe it'll cure my depression. Like, that's fucking wild. This nigga said Pato Sucio. Yo. That nigga, he definitely a little mariconcito. That's a fact. Nigga said, this nigga stuck a whole wee-wee in his booty, a plastic wee-wee in his booty, talking about, I don't go that way. I was just depressed. Nigga, I ain't never heard of depression turning a nigga into a homosexual. Like, never. If you like that, you like that. Exactly. You just say, yo, y'all caught me red-handed. You know what I mean? I'm attracted to men. It is what it is. Niggas would have left you alone. But you over here trying to deny it. Like, bro, that's what I don't respect. I don't respect niggas who, you know, lie about who they is because they scared of being judged. Like, nigga, and I tell niggas this all the time. If you gay, just say it. Bro, it's the perfect time right now to come out as gay. You'll be embraced. Yeah, nigga, you ain't gay. You ain't depressed, nigga. You a Fruit Loop, nigga. That would be killing me. Like, shout out to the gays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got people in my family that's gay. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. But come on, bro. It's the fact that you hiding, and we already know that's weird. I do watch boxing movies, and I seen Roy Jones had did an interview with Christy Martin. I didn't get to watch Christy Martin's movie though. I'm gonna have to take the time to watch that because she has a crazy story. So I'm looking forward to that. Shout out to Christy Martin, an all-time great female fighter. I think she either tied with Amanda Serrano or she has one more knockout than Amanda Serrano. I think she has the most knockouts in female boxing history. I think. Christy Martin used to get with the shit. She was a dog. He over there training his pussy. Yeah, bro. Nigga over there trying to have a butt baby. That boy different. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love as always. If you could go ahead and hit the like button on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. About to go take Shawty to Pound Town real quick because she waiting on me. So we just gonna go ahead and take care of that. I'll be back at y'all with another live 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue cooking up on what's going on in the boxing world, man. Until then, I hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.